What's up, Rod? How you
Oh,
doing, the Rodzilla?
Younger Ali, what's up, bro? Back with another A to Z. What's good?
Oh man, we about to go touch on a little bit of everything, a little bit of something today, right?
Yeah, man. We just decided to go live for man. Tell us a little bit about you, man. What is A to Z is about? Just two dudes talking. It's just two dudes talking. We always had a good time talking to each other, and we figured why not just go live and see what happens, man.
Yeah, because
So
we
that's what we're
we
here.
do have very very good conversations. I about everything really, life, our families, a little bit of politics, and I like the fact that when we talk about politics, we are able to agree to disagree on some things. You know what I'm saying? And we just
For
take that
sure.
with a grain of salt. That's a beautiful thing, and I think that a lot of people should do that. A to Z really just to me, is like people with different ideas coming together in harmony. Basically, let's learn something. Let's learn something because you got something to give, I got something to give. And if I don't agree with it, it doesn't matter. I'm still learning something, you know?
Exactly, man. At the end of the day, we just learning things and then sharing that with the people around us. And
Yeah,
that's kind of what these conversations are about. Everything affects us. Everything is everything. No matter if it's the economy, if it's the food system, it's the education system, banking. All of these things affect our lives. So why not just talk about everything? You know what I'm saying? So
right, right.
that's where we're at.
Because the main thing is really to spark other people's ideas, get other people to think, get other people to get involved and get these juices going. Because that's the whole part about what a lot of people are missing. We're stuck in everybody else's alternative ideas and not using our own creative imagination. You know, so
For
the way
sure.
to get a creative imagination and to feed it is to talk to people, to talk to people with different views so you can
For
so
sure.
you can build it, so you can defend your view, with education. you know
Yeah, iron sharpens irons, right? Is that how it goes?
yeah,
Something like that.
or steel surface
Steel
steel,
sharpens
yeah,
steel.
yeah, yeah, all of both of
See, there
those.
we go. We got it. Yeah, man. That's funny you say we got our heads so full of ideas. I've been listening to this guy. He has a YouTube channel called Psych Hacks, and he
Uh-huh.
was talking about how we don't really grow up and become mature until about 30. He's and so all up until that time, that's the time when you can, generally come up out and wake up and say, "Hold on, man, what's going on?" You feel like something's going on inside. Life's not quite right, but that doesn't really happen until about age 30. So until that time, it's just other people's ideas a lot of times that are in your mind, like you said. So the way to straighten that out is just talk it out with someone like your friend, and here we go, man.
Yeah,
Just
I
talking.
was. I got to say something too about that. There's a lot of shows, and there's a lot of times to where you would say, "What would the younger self think about?" Right? What would the younger self say
Oh man, all the
about
time.
how you're living your life right now? Right? And I think a lot of people don't do that. They don't remember, and we always. I mean, a lot of us just don't remember how our younger self saw things. We
Yeah,
because we have been changed and so much into ourselves and other in the world around us that we forget. Like I would ask people, do you remember a long time ago when you was younger, when you could see the aura of people, the outside of the body glows, and they're like, "What the heck are you talking about?" What?
hold
But I
on a second,
remember that.
Ali. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
yeah,
What are you talking about
yeah.
now? What you can see? What? Tell me again.
The aura of people, like when you would look at people, or at least when I would look, I'm going to stop saying you. When I
Yeah.
would look at people, I could see, and there was a couple other people that was the same way. I could see the energy around them. I
Wow.
could see
Okay.
that. I could hear, like in the early mornings when the sun was coming up. I couldn't hear it later on, but when the sun was coming up, I could hear the hum of what I perceived to be the sun where I lived. It was a light hum, but it was deep,
Okay.
and I could hear it. I remember when I just remember what they call that, the Mandela effect. I remember when things were a lot different than they were right now, you know, And
Yeah,
I think,
the Mandela effect. You remembering different names and places differently than what they supposedly occurred historically. Is that what you mean, like the Mandela effect?
yeah, that's what I'm meaning. You know, and I think that we lose that a lot because we are killing our libraries. We're not listening to our libraries anymore. Our libraries are our grandparents, our parents. We don't listen to them with respect anymore. We don't allow them to tell us stories. We watch television and let the television tell us stories. You know,
Man, and in some cases, the grandparents aren't even wise enough to do it these days. You know, they're in some cases not like
yeah.
the old days. Um,
Well,
family. I'm just saying the family structure is different, but I get where you're going for sure.
yeah.
We definitely need that. We need it, is what I'm saying. We
And,
don't have the opportunity to get it as much.
right, and it's not an educational level that is a barrier. It's not an educational level. It's what did you see during your time? What did you hear during your time? What timeline was going on? They could see. They
Oh,
don't have to
you mean
be.
the historical accounts, like how they
Yeah,
remembered
how?
it? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
they are
sure.
the libraries. You know, hey, like there's like, oh, Ronald Reagan was this. I remember when Ronald Reagan was an actor and he said this and this, you know, during one of his interviews that they don't show us, you know. And I remember back, I mean, like they can remember stuff, but we
For
don't
sure.
have a lot of us young people don't have the capacity, at least young Americans, because we live totally different than what Indians in some Asians countries do. They still live with their grandparents, their parents and stuff, because they stay in either small house or big house, but they stay closer knit than a lot of American people do. We want our children to be gone when they're
Yeah.
18. They want their grandparents to be in their house. They want their parents to be in their house when they're old,
Oh,
but
yeah,
through their whole life, you know. And that's
yeah.
the kind of culture that I wish that I had,
And
you
that's what
know.
I was saying earlier. That's what we don't really have that anymore in America, like it used to be, or the way it is in other countries. And that's a lost art, right? The story. What do you used to call them? Orators, like the people, the oracles.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
they
yeah,
would go and tell the stories and the history of the tribe and
yeah.
all those types of things. Yeah, that would have been
Keep it,
cool to grow up like that.
yeah, keeping everybody educated, keeping everybody true to the human,
The history.
the history, and to the human that they are.
Oh
We're
yeah.
we're we're not. If we was to listen to our parents and have story time instead of watching Rambo or Real Hip Hop
Around.
of Atlanta or SpongeBob, right? From the whole gambit, the news. If we was to sit there and have story time, do you know how close that will bring us? Because when people get older, they can give a fuck about what they talk about. I remember when I like my grandma got wild. I was like, Grandma, calm down. I don't need to know this story. You know
Oh,
what I
you mean
mean?
that? Oh, okay.
You
Yeah, I know
know,
what you're talking about. Yeah, the
but
grandparents.
it yeah, it
Yeah, the
still brings
stories get
people
wild.
closer. It still
Sure.
brings us closer. It brings us more to a real life humanity of progression because
You
the
you have children, Ali. You have two children. Do they
yeah, I have
ever?
more than that, but yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, do they ever ask you questions about your life, like how things
yes,
were? They do. Okay.
yes, yes,
Are they always at? They've always asked you that, like always, since they were
yes.
young,
And
just kind of just
yeah,
inquisitive about how things were.
yes, because for me, I don't lie to my children at all. I don't even for sometimes sometimes I don't even try to clean it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, it's just that I think that we shouldn't lie. We shouldn't be mean either when they're asking questions that we think are silly. Just answer the question. But I don't think we should sit there and lie to them about Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, and things like that. You know,
Yeah.
because
So,
that's a
you're saying
lie. That's
you never got into that? Like you never got into talking to him about, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny.
No, I did. No, we had conversations about it, but I didn't lie to
Okay.
them about it. Hey, yes, they have. That's what Christmas is for. Christmas is for two different things. I mean, two different genre things. Some people celebrate Christmas for Jesus. Some people celebrate Christmas for Santa Claus. Both of
Yep.
them are types of gods. One of the gods is the one that takes your money away. The other one kind of takes your money away too, but it's more so of to give
Like you're
worship
gonna
to.
help you out. Yeah. You're gonna help you
Yeah,
out.
yeah, right. So I mean, I tell them both sides, but I was like, Santa Claus isn't real, or he is just as real as Jesus. Either one, whichever way you want to go. These are people we can't see, but there's no white man, no black man coming down our chimney. A lot of houses don't
Yeah.
have chimneys. You know what I mean? And if we ever have Christmas and somebody busting in the window, you better wake me up. You
Yeah,
know.
no doubt.
So I don't know. I just don't. I think that if we lose ourselves or find ourselves and remember that we're not what's in the media, then our families will be a lot better. We'll have a better culture. I think even a better culture than like either the same or better than the Indians, the Asians, those families that stay knit because we're in a better area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you mean like, well, like economically, like as a country,
Yeah,
we're better.
as a country, yes.
Yeah, yeah. In a lot of cases, we can argue it's getting worse. It's getting worse by the day in some ways.
Yeah,
The inflation is getting crazy.
yeah,
But making it tougher. That's certainly like economics has definitely played a part in why the families are the way they are. Supposed economic gain, going off to college like the way we do here in university, chasing that dream. I haven't lived in home since I was 18. Went to the Marine Corps just like you. So I didn't stay around home. So a lot of different things cause families to separate, man. And that's great insight.
Well, what about you said the thing about the political thing with
What's that?
Donald Trump. What's his name? Van Jones. I think he's goofy. I like some of his points. Every now and again, I like some of his points, but I think that was Van Jones that was talking where he said that Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are being they're not taking the same test.
Oh well, she's got to be all class, and he's got to be what?
He's going to be him.
Yeah,
yeah, a dick or whatever he's on. He's talking about people's penises. Yeah, but that's what
that's what Van said. Yeah, he said she's got to be on the topics, and Trump's got to talk about. He gets to talk about penises and gets a pass for it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think he understood. He's getting mad. He's getting mad, but he said it in his defense of her. Yeah, sometimes she doesn't really reveal her stuff, and sometimes she doesn't really put stuff in the right places, and she brings like, so she's scatterbrained, right? She's scatterbrained.
Yeah,
she's not allowed to be scatterbrained. She's the freaking president of the trying to be the president of the United States. She's not allowed to be scatterbrained, especially when she's talking diplomatically. She can't do that. She can't do that, or everybody else is going to talk for her. If everybody else is talking for her, then she's a freaking puppet, flat out without anything. But real quick,
she definitely scatterbrained. Go for it. No, you said real quick. No, man. Okay. Trump is Trump, bro. People voting for their purses, right? Most of the time. So he's gonna get a pass because they, most people I talk to feel like, Trump's gonna be better for the wallet, especially with, like we were saying, inflation. Prices are looking crazy out there, man.
Yeah.
So I think that's what everyone's feeling. They feel like, well, not everyone, the people who support Trump, I guess, a lot of they kind of looking to give him a pass because they feel like the economy is going to be better.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this too, because I'm not a Trumpster, but that would be somebody who I would vote for before I would vote for the other one. Now, my aunt, actually, I was talking to my aunt, and she made me think about something, and it had me like, I ain't voting this year. So what it was she was saying, because she's voting for Camilla. And I was saying all kinds of stuff about her. It was like, did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this? She was lying, so I'm going through things. And she was like, well, nephew, have you noticed when Donald Trump got in, everything got better? Couldn't those have been some of Obama's policies?
That's a great question, right?
Right. And I was thinking about it, and I had to go through mine. And I remember President Obama tried to take credit for something not Donald Trump, but President Bush did. Remember when we went to right when we got ready to go to war, President Bush had to go to the UN and say, we're getting ready to go ahead and go to war with Iraq. And he had to put the deadline, the time when he's going to start pulling out the troops. He had to put that time in back in 2002, early 2002. He had to put that time in, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is when we're going to pull out. So the date when we pull out, President Obama goes, yeah, I did this shit. You know what I mean? I pulled him out. Now, you had nothing to do with it. It was part of the agreement, right? So maybe some of the stuff that he didn't take place until Donald Trump came in.
So right? Are you kind of saying that the policies that are in place don't really, or can sometimes originate from other presidencies? And
they do. We know they do.
Sure.
But what if? Okay, I play the what if game, man, because I'm trying to see.
Yeah, we can play the what if game.
Okay,
we always play the what if game.
We already know it's all about control, right? What if that was the strategic plan? Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. We already know Obama's going to sneak some stuff in that's going to make everything good. We go ahead and put freaking Donald Trump in. Donald Trump is going to make it seem like it's good. He's going to keep us out of war, but Obama's policies is going to come through, right? So now Donald Trump looks really good. Donald Trump fucks shit up, right? Goes into these dumbasses that they put in. That's my opinion. Put in Biden and Camilla, and they look bad, but they making themselves look bad anyway, so that we can go ahead and put Trump back in and still have the issue either for a civil war or a kingship, for everybody's fear to come in, where Donald Trump is like, yo, I'm going to be here for another 14 years. You know what I mean? So
that's a big one.
It is a big what if.
I mean, it's a big what if.
But according to some people's thoughts, and some people believe in The Simpsons, which I've seen people try to compare now to The Simpsons. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
What do you mean? You don't believe? You don't? So you're not saying The Simpsons are predicting all these things? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that I just don't believe it.
What if it was the opposite? What if it was like a plan that The Simpsons was, let's say for example, the Simpsons show came out in 1999, and then an event that was seen on The Simpsons comes out in 2020. What if the event was just planned, and that's what The Simpsons was showing us? Probably missed it at the time.
No, I believe it. I believe that. I don't believe in the prediction
Okay.
part of it. Like this is what The Simpsons is predicting. That, or I believe like if it's a plan, then it's a setup. It's something that's strategic. Let's go ahead and get this information out for what's that? Something programming, not preventive.
Predictive programming.
Yeah, predictive programming. We'll put this in the kids' heads, so when they get older, we can bring it back to them, right? We can bring it back to them through the media, and then when it happens, they would think that whoever the writer of The Simpsons is awesome, and then we'll stop believing in God. We'll start believing in the media or freaking cartoons. You know, whatever their logic or their end goal is for that would be, you know, because The Simpsons said that Donald
I would
Trump
say
is going to be the king.
I would say it you know, if it's like planting a seed into the mind, right? So you plant the seed and then it grows. So when the time comes, it just makes it more palatable. It just makes it more acceptable to the people then, because you've kind of seen it. It's almost like nostalgic, like, oh, okay, this is what's supposed to be going on, and it just makes it more acceptable. And I think there's even a scripture in the Bible that says something like, teach a child in the way that they should go, and when they're older, they will not depart from it. And it's just saying that if you teach someone something or early on, then that seed will grow. And I think it's that, man. So if it's all about control, like you said, if you know you plant that seed early, then when it comes, they've seen it before. Now it just makes controlling the situation easier.
Right.
So that would be my 2 cents on it.
You know, and like I said, I can believe that. I can
Yeah,
believe it if it's a plan,
for
if it's
sure.
planned out like that. I can't believe if they're like, oh yeah, let's just draw this, and then all of a sudden the shit happens. I don't believe in that
Yeah.
Nostradamus stuff. Nah, not really. You know,
Okay. Yeah, I can feel you on that. So, I mean, do you think they're being judged on a different playing field? The two candidates.
most definitely. Most definitely, they can't be. They're supposed to be judged on the same, but most definitely they are being judged on different. Because me personally, I'm not. The way I see her is, I'm not. I see her as she lies a lot. She's scatterbrained. She doesn't tell any information. She doesn't know anything. That's how I see her, right? And I
Sure.
do see Donald Trump as an asshole, right? I don't see him as racist. I see him as classist. You know, he
Yeah.
he
So you're
he
saying he
doesn't.
likes he's more like just looking out for his class, like the wealthy, that
Yeah,
type of thing. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I see him like that, or not so much just wealthy, but innovative thinkers.
Okay.
You know, if and innovative
The
thinkers
movers
have,
and shakers, they call them.
right, somebody who has, they have a certain quality that
Yeah.
regular lazy ass people don't have. You know,
Yeah.
so I think that's where the people that he's appealing to, and the people who think he's racist, you know, they don't see the classist part of it. You know,
Yeah.
they're going to the lower part of his classism, you know, and
Right.
being
For
offended
sure.
by it, So um
Yeah, and
that's how I
that's a
see them
crazy one.
separate.
Yeah. And you see that bleed over too. I mean, I've heard people say, what is it like? We need Kamala because she's a strong black woman, or which I don't know. I mean, I don't think those are reasons to vote for someone. Never, never,
Not at
because
all.
I mean,
Not at all.
it's all. You think we would have evolved enough to say, hey, let's look at the qualifications of the candidate first, and just go from there versus
Right.
strong black woman.
Right.
But
And
that's literally been So I've heard people say that's the first reason why they're gonna vote for her. Like, okay,
It doesn't make sense to me.
you know what else doesn't make sense? I don't even know. Like you think as far as things being complicated. Like I was listening to Tucker Carlson, right? He did this great speech, and everyone's saying, "Oh, it was so great," and this and that, but he didn't talk about one issue that's really important. All he did was talk about what this person did and what that person did and how they're playing with you on this one and they pulling your heartstrings on that one. And like what about the economy or something? Like, are we gonna talk about that? He didn't talk about one real issue, and the crowd's going crazy. Like, and the point I was gonna make is like, and that's why they give you the right to vote, I think, at such an early age, because you get that ticket to vote, and then they put these arguments out that just pull on your heartstrings and emotions, not about real substance,
Right.
just the emotion. Like, oh yeah, he did that, and look at that person, they getting those benefits, because they know at 18 you're not mature enough to even understand the issues. You're just gonna just pull the string based on the emotion, and that's how they continue to control the system, because people are just a lot of times just voting off of that kind of stuff. And that's what I hear people telling me on average. Like they're not even talking about anything that's important.
No, not at all.
So it just mind boggling to me, man.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
it's pretty sad. It is pretty sad that we are being manipulated by stuff that doesn't even matter. We like what they call on the line online when they talk about these are influencers. Who are they influencing? You know, they're not influencing anything. These are people who just have the ability to grab our attention. They're attention getters. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There was a show on Netflix. I forgot what it was called, but it was done by a bunch of Google and Facebook people, and it was about how the new currency is attention. The new thing that they you seen that? I don't know.
No, I haven't seen that, but you know, I kind of started looking at the cryptocurrency market a few years ago, and one of the tokens that you could get
attention.
It was called a BAT, BAT, basic attention token.
Attention.
And
yeah, I got that.
Yeah, you got the BAT. Like the more time you spend on there, the more tokens you get. So yes, that's what's going on. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, and that's all it is. That's why what you said, Tucker Carlson can come on and not say shit and get everybody. I mean, and stay relevant, because he knows how to pull on people's heartstrings. He knows how to maneuver through the garbage, or not the garbage, but through stuff that makes you seem intellectual, right? And pull people's attention. And that's all it's about. That's how come they keep putting. I don't know if you get it where you're at, but where I'm at, oh my gosh, every day they killing so many trees out here.
In Vegas, there are no trees to kill in Vegas.
Dude,
what are you talking about?
I get these long pamphlets of here, vote for issue 3, issue 2. Here's Kamala Harris. I'm just like, just all these different. It's not. I don't even know why it's mail. It's like
what trees?
Junk mail.
They killing trees in Vegas. First of all, you gotta tell me what trees.
No. Okay. When I'm saying killing trees, they're sending so much paper in the mail.
Oh, they okay.
For their flyers and advertisements for different candidates.
Got it, bro. Cause I'm up here in Oregon, man. It's a lot of trees around here, and I'm thinking like killing trees. Like, there's no trees in Vegas.
Right, but I'm just saying, cutting them down for all this dumb paper.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Right, because I'm like, I don't need a different flyer every single day for Kamala Harris. I don't need that. You know, she should.
Hey, they got to
You
keep
know,
it top of mind, man. In case you forgot, in case you forgot, we got to keep
yeah,
it top of mind. You know, that's a
that's
sales tactic, man.
yeah, that's stupid though, because that
It is
makes me
stupid.
hate her. Like,
You
stop
don't
sending
get
me this stuff.
you don't get the same ones for Trump there.
No, I get stuff bashing Trump, and
Oh, okay.
I get more stuff bashing Trump than I do from Trump. Saying, you know, like I got a couple things, but most of it is if it has his face on it, it's something where they're saying Kamala Harris is better than him in this area, you know, or
Wow. Okay.
Donald Trump is a Republican and supports this law, which is going to ban uh what's that thing where they be abortions, you
Oh, okay.
know,
Oh,
or you
you
know,
know,
just go ahead.
that's a tough. No, you good, man. I was just my wife and I had to
So
talk about that one the other day about the abortion one.
uh
That's a tough one.
yeah, I ain't talking about that trash no.
No. We don't have to go there today.
Yeah,
No, sir.
I ain't doing it.
This is day one. Let's not let's not detonate the whole show. Day
Right.
one.
Yeah, because you know, there's
Let's
certain
not
things that I don't think that
that we should be
I mean,
talking about as
yeah, no
yeah.
matter how I feel about it, I don't think that
It,
I
it,
have the true right in certain aspects.
like it's almost like how can you drill this topic that's so individual down and you drill it down to one consensus for an entire country, like where everyone in the country is going to agree on this consensus of this is what we have for this topic, and I think that's just crazy.
Yeah, and
And we can just leave it
I
like
don't
that.
think you can. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think you can. I think even no matter which way it has to do, it has to be forced.
yeah,
Yeah, that's one of those
yeah. People are
forced
going to be
issues.
yeah. It's people are going to be upset no matter what, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. So you've been working out, man?
Oh man, I have been. I have been.
What you doing?
I'm a little bit a little bit under the weather lately though. But I got this stuff. It's not. I'm not advertising. I'm not advertising. But I guess I am a little bit.
You got some stuff.
I got some stuff.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I think you were telling me about it.
Yeah, you
So,
see it?
for the yeah, I see it, man. BioPro, faster, easier, safer.
Yeah,
For y'all who don't know, I've been a personal trainer in the fitness industry for 25 years now. So Ali and I used to work out a little bit. We worked out what maybe about 5 times together before I
yeah.
left Vegas, something like that. So you know we didn't get to hit it a lot together, but you know Ali he's kind of strong. You know I also used to compete as well. So go for it, man. Let's talk about it. What do you got? This
Well,
BioPure.
well, I only have done like because it opens up and it has let's see, it has vials in it. Is this the one? Yeah. It has vials in it, right? So it's numbered. So that's what day I'm on, right? And I'm on day 6. Now they said the
What's it
product
supposed to
really,
do?
hmm?
I said, what's it supposed to do, man?
Well, it's a non-synthetic HGH, human growth hormone, and you can't really feel the effects of it supposedly until 10 to 14 days, and then after you feel you start feeling the okay now the energy part of it. Then it says 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks you'll start um,
We're feeling more
ah,
energy, sleeping better, recovery.
you start
Mo-
feeling you start feeling more where you can have more strength. But to actual see, you have to do 3 months and 3 months and higher for you to actually see. Now, I don't know if you know about the synthetic HGH. Synthetic
no, I'm
HGH makes everything grow. Like your fingers will grow, your ears will grow, your cranium grows.
I mean, that's one of the
Everything,
side effects of even bioidentical hormones. Too much growth hormone is going to cause acromegaly, the organs grow, all that stuff for sure. So synthetic as well does the same.
right,
What are you saying?
right.
Okay.
So this right here is supposed to do it like more natural, faster, and safer. You put it underneath your tongue for 90 seconds, and it burns. I tell you that. I tell you that. But I'm hoping that it, huh?
Do you know how it's supposed to work? Like, is it supposed to stimulate pituitary gland, anything like that?
Okay, for the first part, it starts at a cellular level. It changes all the it gets into your cells and starts changing those because it has, like they said, some like stem cells. It does like the compound that's in it has something so that you can synthesize more protein.
Okay.
You know, yeah, and it triggers the growth hormone. Hold on for a second. It triggers the growth hormone to
anytime.
function.
So it's supposed to raise your net growth hormone levels.
Right.
Naturally.
It does that, and it's for men and women. So there's no TRTs in there.
No testosterone.
No testosterone, no estrogen. Supposedly, it's just all, and it has like growth factor in there too.
What did you do to get on it? Did they ask for some blood work? Anything like? You just went online?
Well, hey, check this out. So this is what happened.
You just go online and order it for the okay.
No. Well, I guess you can just go online and order it. They used to sell it at before COVID. They were selling it at doctors' offices, but it's a cash thing. It wasn't like part of some doctors have it part of a program, but it wasn't like something that's for insurance. They like have it on the, you know how they have like little shelves to sell stuff. It was like that at some doctors' offices. But how I got on this, we had Mr. Olympia was here, or Universe or something.
Yeah, Mr. Olympia, a few weeks ago.
Yeah. He was here, and there was some guys that was like, yo, hey, check this out. We got this. Y'all guys look kind of big. Talk about us because we did security. And it was like, maybe you can
okay.
Yeah, maybe you could benefit from this
Ali
product.
saying, looking kind of big. I see you throwing it out.
Yeah. But they was like, maybe you could benefit from this product. It's a real good product, and they gave me 3 months worth, right? And I was like, okay. So I ended up giving 1 month away because it's $300 per box.
$300 a month.
Yeah, $300 a month. Yeah. So I ended up giving 1 box away before I knew it was $300 a month. Before I did the research, because I wouldn't have gave nothing away. I would have kept that. But I gave it to one of my co-workers. He's an older guy too. And one of the things it says that got him was, it says anti-aging. Human growth hormone, and adds extra collagen to the skin, make your skin not wrinkled. Of course, old people want that. I want that too. I want that extra energy. I want to look a little bit younger. Maybe it'll grow some hair up in this spot. So
it's not gonna grow. No,
it's not gonna grow. No,
nah, bro.
Come on, don't be throwing rocks at me, man.
Hey, I wish it would for you. I wish it would. I don't want to sell it to you. Nah,
it ain't gonna
don't
do
get
that.
your hopes up, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all good. Yeah, growth hormone is good if you could get it up, especially if you could find a natural way to do it. When I worked at the age management clinic for a bit in Vegas, they would we would test everyone's blood and all that stuff, make sure the IGF-1 level was, if it was too low, then they would do it. But most of the time, they wouldn't give someone growth hormone right off the bat. They would make sure they get their diet dialed in. So we put them on. So first we do the blood work. Back up just a little bit. Blood work, looking for IGF-1, testosterone levels, all that stuff. And if the IGF-1 was low, they wouldn't do anything for it. They would just have them eat low glycemic nutrition. which means you keep the blood sugar levels low when you're eating. So complex carbohydrates, berries versus fruit. Then you get them on some weight training, get them on some anaerobic training such as weightlifting or interval training, cardio, and usually that growth hormone will come up naturally. You start seeing the IGF-1 naturally, but that's a lot more work than what you're saying here. If you can just get it up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the one thing that I'll tell you that this thing has done,
Yeah,
I have issues sleeping. I really do have issues sleeping. I sleep now, which is
you're how many days in again?
I'm only 6 days in.
6 days in.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
only
I
6
mean,
days in.
you sleep better. Are you mean you're not waking up as much?
Right. I'm sleeping through the night, and
Okay.
I have a little bit more. I'm not getting up and doing more stuff. I'm still the same. I'm still the same as far as that goes.
Yeah.
But I am when I do get tired more easily, which is weird. Yeah.
So you're sleeping better, but you're getting more tired easily.
Well,
That's crazy, man, because I have a client, just side note, I have a client I'm training right now. Was he 48? He said he used to only sleep like 3 hours a night, every night for like a year or two. But for some reason he's sleeping in like 8 hours now. And now he's more tired.
Yeah.
More tired.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
So you're sleeping more, you're more tired. This is we got to figure this one out, huh?
I think
maybe someone knows about that. I don't know.
I'll tell you this. I think what it is because I'm sleeping more, I have to physically and mentally prepare myself because I'm still tired. I got to physically and mentally readjust myself to use the energy that I'm creating, or from sleeping more. From sleeping. I think it's like leaving a fog or something inside.
Hold on,
inside
let me
the
think about it. Run that back by me again. Say it again.
Okay.
You get more energy from sleeping more, so you have more energy in reserve, and you need to use it.
But I'm not tapping that energy because I still want to go to sleep. I'm still tired. I have the energy. Like when I get up and go do stuff, I'm like, okay, I can go do it. But then as soon as I sit down, it's like, man, you know what? Sleep it sounds really nice right now. I can.
I mean, what's that saying? The law that was one of the laws of thermodynamics: a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest. So yeah, you're gonna get a little sleepy, tired. You start sitting down.
Right.
Yeah, use the energy for sure.
I think that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Because I'm sleeping longer, my body is in that rest state. So when I get up, now it's like, okay, I'm sitting down. Ooh, I can sleep again. Because I sat back down for a minute without doing anything. So maybe that's that. Yeah, I think that's what it is. My body's at
hyper
rest.
Sleep mode. Sleep mode.
Until I get that. I think until I get that habit back, until I break through
and start using that cycle. Yeah, I mean that could be something. Bro. I guess you got to go on an experiment now. We got to get you on the regimen. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
You got to get you on the workout regimen. I mean, you got 3 days a week, 4 days a week now.
I'm working out 6 days a week.
Oh boy, 6 days. What are you doing?
Everything. To be honest with you.
Man, okay.
But I really want to bring in CrossFit. I want to start doing.
Man, how are you gonna add CrossFit? And why CrossFit of all things?
The reason why is because I know it's gonna hurt my knees and joints and stuff or whatever.
Hey,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I'm looking at the beard. Like your beard's looking like mine. Like, why CrossFit?
Well, just for the energy. For the energy levels, like for the cardio, for the intensity, because
you need to be challenged. You want to be challenged.
Well, just with cardio,
Okay.
You know, just with cardio, because I can work out all day, but that's not cardio. You know, not nothing to force air into my lungs.
What do
You
you
know what I
how
mean?
do you do your workouts, man? Maybe I'm gonna tune you up right now. What you got? What are you doing for your
Tune you up.
workouts? For your
Uh,
weight training? Because you're doing weight training what 5 days a week?
6.
Well, you're hitting weight training 6. Okay. What's your split?
English.
Oh, my bad. What kind of my bad. What's your split routine? Like what muscle groups you hit Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Like you hit like chest on Monday?
Okay.
What do you
Nah,
do?
nah, it's okay. Monday is like back and shoulders.
Okay.
Tuesday is arms. Uh okay. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this so it's easier. Monday, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, there's leg workouts involved.
Monday, Wednesday. Okay.
Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Friday is a no workout day. Friday is a no workout day. So Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday is connected to legs. Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday is abs at the end of the workout. So
Okay. So you're hitting
so
abs twice a week, 3 times a week,
3 times,
three
a
times a
week.
week.
Legs 3 times a week. Um, again, it's shoulders and back, arms, shoulders and back, and chest on Wednesday, shoulders, back, and chest on today, off on Friday. Saturday is arms and shoulders, and Sunday is back and arms.
Okay. Wow. That's an interesting split, sir.
Yeah,
And you
and
got a lot
Friday
going on. Hmm.
but I've been doing it really lightweight though. I've been doing it
So,
really
yeah,
lightweight
man.
because like for some of the exercise, like say the arms, right? Real
Yeah.
quick, just the arms. So the one of the exercises is a dumbbell curl, right? So the dumbbell curl is you curl whatever weight it is as much as you can for 30 seconds, 10-second break, 30 seconds, 10-second break, 30 seconds, 10 for 7 rounds, right? For you do that for 7 rounds. That same thing with the bent over real delts, 7 rounds, 30 seconds, 10-second rest. Everything is high rep. So like I said, it's lighter weight for the most part. Even when I do the incline benches, it's incline bench, low and medium, and those are still the same thing. 30-second push, 10-second rest, 30-second push for seven rounds, and then you go from there to the very next one, which is
Yeah, that's got to be super light then, right? That's really light.
everybody's super light is
I
somebody
mean,
else's heavy, motherfucker.
for a player like me, bro. I mean, it would be light, but
No, no, it'll be light for
that just
you. No, it's light. It's
no,
light.
no reason why I ask because it takes a lot of endurance to be able to do
Right.
that type of rep scheme. So you can't be really heavy
No,
doing that
that's why I
amount
said
of
it's super light.
workload. Yeah. It's got to be really light.
Yeah.
All right, man. So you
That's
trying to
why I'm saying
get
there's
some.
no cardio. There's really
You
no,
want to get the cardio in so you can do what?
so I can breathe.
Okay, so you want to have better cardiovascular capacity, like better cardiovascular output.
Yes.
All right, man. So you don't all you got to do is just add some metabolic sets like after you're done. Is your heart rate up a lot when you do your weight training, and how long does
Yeah.
it take you to do it?
Oh, it depends. It depends. Some days, for the most part, it's all under an hour.
Okay, and your heart rate get up a lot,
I'll
or
shoot. Huh?
does your heart rate get up? Does your heart rate get up a lot,
I
or is
don't
it
I don't I don't pay no attention to my heart rate.
Are you breathing really hard a lot during your
I'm
workout?
sweating. No, not really.
Oh,
I'm
no.
breathing. No,
Okay.
I am breathing hard, but I'm not breathing like I would be breathing if I was running or swimming or CrossFit.
Oh man, you could just as if you like a metabolic set, like after you're done for whatever muscle group you're doing, or an opposing muscle group,
What's the metabolic set?
like some ball slams, some burpees, and run in place. Do that like 10 times, like just something like that that gets your heart rate up. Throwing some
Mm-hmm.
balls along the wall, some jump squats. You don't have to do jump squats because of the knees, but just something that's going to move really a little bit fast, generate some power, and primarily with using the legs if you could do it. So if it could be a wall ball. They do that a lot at CrossFit.
Yeah,
Some ice skaters kind of going side to side, some step ups real quick. Just do some
yeah.
hit some step ups and hit like 30-second rounds with 30-second rounds with something like that. After every workout, that'll start get your heart rate up, and it'll be really efficient, and you won't have to add a whole lot more time to your workout.
Mm-hmm.
You can do like 3 to 5 minutes of that, like a little quick circuit, and then be done. But over time, you want to do it to where you feel like you're breathing real hard
Right.
and hit a few rounds, just like cardio would make you feel, and then that's it. That's what I would do, man.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you what my workout looks like. I can't pull it up right now because it's.
Oh, you got it on a spreadsheet?
No, I don't have it on the spreadsheet. I got it on my wall outside.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
Are you working out in the garage these days?
Yeah, because I was doing, fighting art of Tai Chi for a little while, and it's like all the way in Henderson. So
Okay.
I was getting up every 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, driving all the way to Henderson to their EOS, working out for an hour, and then working out there even further into Henderson, doing fighting art of Tai Chi, and then coming all the way back to Summerlin to get ready so I can go back to work. That's and I was like, I was doing that for almost a year, and I was like, you know what, I'm about done with this. Let me work out at home.
I used to hit that drive 3 days a week, man. When I trained the client, driving from Summerlin to what's like Sun City, Dale Webb. Does that sound right? Like way out in Henderson, like 3 times a week for like a year or two.
Yeah. See, you was making money though.
I mean,
I was getting healthy, but you was making money.
I was getting paid. I was getting paid. I've been in Oregon 5 years, right? And I think I put more miles on my car that in training, just doing that 1 year than I have the 5 years I lived in Oregon.
Wow.
Yeah, just driving from one side of Vegas to the other. Because man, my radius here is like 5 miles, man. I don't go anywhere. I probably put which is nice, but it's quiet. It's quiet.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
quiet. I like
quiet's
quiet.
nice. It's nice. It's got its advantages,
you got all that oxygen out there.
The oxygen, it's different.
Yeah,
the air here is different, man. I didn't even realize it till we had lived here about 3 years, and then we flew from here to California to San Diego, and just the smog. I got to go back to Oregon. It's crazy here, all the smog, and the air is just different, just heavy.
Yeah,
a lot here, of man.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say here at night when it's kind of cool, you just take some big breaths in the cold air. It's nice.
Yeah, build your energy back up, because of all the good oxygen. And then probably being out there in the morning too, when some of the plants and some of the trees are putting out oxygen. Y'all got so many different plants and trees out there that y'all get some good oxygen all throughout the day, huh?
Oh, and yeah, man.
Because you see some of my plants, right? My pothos plants, they only put out, they put out oxygen all throughout the whole day, all 24 hours. But the most they put out is during the daytime, during the early mornings. So it's like you have to be up during the early mornings to
catch that.
To catch that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many evergreens here, and Yeah, I mean, but they spray the sky, so you got that going on. Sometimes the air quality gets bad with the fires, so you got
Mhm.
that going on. The wildfire smoke could come up from California, or usually it's southeast of us where we're at.
Yeah, y'all get
So
that? Y'all get it out there too
with the wildfires,
from California?
um, like if it gets really bad, it can come up. Like what was it? I think the first or second year we were here.
Yeah.
Maybe the first summer we were here, and the wildfire was bad. I thought we were gonna have to evacuate. They came within, like, I would say, 40 miles of where we live, but the entire sky turned orange. Like it was
Wow.
completely orange. Like what? Like I should have stayed in Vegas. Like what's going on? But yeah, it was wild. But that's pretty rare.
Okay, because
Pretty rare.
where you live,
A lot.
where you used to live out here by me,
Yeah.
the they had a fire in California, and our streets was like fall.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was here. And I'm like, we
Yeah.
are we are a good 300 miles away from California,
Yeah.
and it was really bad. We was getting some ash out here and everything.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's wild, man. A lot. Yeah, that was a tough, sad time, man. A lot of those people, from what I heard, still hadn't been put back into their homes. This was 3 years ago, just this summer. But yeah, the wildfires are crazy.
I think as far as the wildfires go, that is so weird. That is the weirdest thing
What?
because, huh?
I just said, you said weird. What are you talking about?
Because like you got all these places, like your place. You're in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
You got Oregon, you got Ohio with we don't have forests, but we have the woods, you know, the Appalachian Mountains. You got all these other places that have all these trees that don't have millions and millions. I mean, not millions, but hundreds of thousands of acres being burnt every year. This place, California, is right next to the water. It has evaporation from that water right there, so it's not totally dry. Why is
Right.
California burning? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's like
It
one of those
does.
things that make you go, like what Arsenio, was it Arsenio? things that make
Arsenio Hall,
things
yeah,
that make you go, Uh,
the big
I don't
ass
know that.
finger.
That's for the old heads.
Yeah,
Arsenio. Hey, it was crazy. I was watching. What was I watching? I think it might have been Trump, and he was like giving a speech in California, and in the background was the ocean, and he was, we got to get the water rights because we need water down here, and we got to get it. I'm like, it's an ocean right behind you, dude. Like,
right,
like,
right,
what
and
do
that's
you
the
mean?
right. And they're talking about, oh, we're in a drought. Okay, it's like
Like,
there's no way that you could be in a drought if you're
the-
talking
the-
about the climate change and that the
yeah,
ocean waters is rising. You got you got boats that never have to come in because they can purify water.
I was on a ship for a few months in the Marine
Right.
Corps, USS Boxer, and somehow we use the ocean water.
Exactly. That's my point.
And
That's
we
my
were out
point
there for at
exactly.
least, we had to get a beer day because we were out there for 30 days straight. So we got a beer day. I think it was 30 days straight. You get a beer day so we were out there for at least 30 days using ocean water. So what's going on with that, Ali?
Now that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. And where the fires are, they could easily take a plane, scoop up some water from the ocean. Yeah, so what? We kill some fish. You know what I mean? Grab some water from the ocean. Make sure there's no humans in it, and then drop that water right on the freaking forest.
What is the official reason that's used as to why we don't desalinate more ocean water in the midst of droughts? Like what
Well,
is the official story as to why we don't do that more? versus,
Well,
you know,
I think what Elon Musk said was that it's too expensive.
it's too
It's too expensive to do that. You have to have all kinds of the machinery, the people to do it, and everything. It didn't make sense to me.
whoa. He said it's too expensive to desalinate water. Are we well, if he in fact said that, that doesn't make any sense because and here's a good explanation why. We know for a fact there's fiber optic cables underneath the ocean floor. And I'm pretty sure that's a lot more expensive than desalinating water.
If they're not making money from it, it's really expensive. They have to make money from it. That's
But
all it is. They don't.
but okay, so it's not that it's just a matter of fact it can't be monetized as much. It's not as profitable. But
Right.
because
It's
fiber
not as
optic cables
profitable.
on the floor is definitely more expensive, right?
Well, yeah, well, yeah,
Okay, that's what I thought.
yeah.
Okay, so
And
so
because they got to protect them, they got to have people to go down and fix them if they break. They got to, they got to do all kinds of stuff
you got to
with that.
build them, you got to
You
make
see?
them, you got to ship them. Yeah, it's a lot. But you could
Yeah,
just I don't know, put a straw out there pretty much and start desalinating water.
yeah. It's
You can start
um,
small. We can
the
start
cost,
small.
but the cost of doing it to the profit, the gains.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. It's
Okay.
too expensive. And
Okay.
Joe Rogan said the same thing. Joe Rogan was talking about it, and he was saying that it's when it becomes a necessity to the
When
higher ups, when it be the desalination.
and
Basically,
that's the last resort when there's no water anywhere else.
yeah, then they'll do it.
But here's something to think about, Ali, even on top of it, right? Because I think we live in a place where thoughts get planted into the mind, right? And one of them is like scarcity. And this is something that they'll use to play on the emotions that I've seen is scarcity. For example, there's not enough land to go around. Now, I live in Oregon. I know I think there's like 1,400 wineries here in Oregon alone that have at least 40 acres of land, I would say. Yet, and Oregon is a huge state. So what I'm saying is like there is enough land to go around. If you've driven across this country, like
Mm-hmm.
I've driven from Virginia to California twice. I've driven from,
Yeah,
Nevada to Oregon, all across. There's land everywhere.
everywhere.
There's no scarcity of land. And then
None.
so that brings me to the point I'm making is there's no scarcity of water either.
Nope.
But they create the illusion that there's scarcity so that so it becomes an issue that only they could solve, which keeps them in control. And I think it's just that, man.
Yeah,
Like
that is what it is. It's the control. It's
yeah,
a control method. The whole thing is about control.
yeah. And so you have to create these illusions of like, there's not going to be enough water or whatever. So otherwise, what would we really need them for? Need anyone to govern for if there weren't problems to govern? So if the problems get solved, then there's no more problems to govern. So
Right.
therefore, why would you
You
need
don't
them?
need
So
you.
you have to keep manufacturing problems or perpetuating problems for a long time, such as like, um, you hear the cases we argue about all the time, like the wall on the border. This topic keeps coming up. We have the immigrants and everything. Whatever people believe on the border, that's not the point I'm making is if they really wanted to build the wall, we could have.
A
We just
long
could
time
have.
ago.
We
Yeah.
could have. Like I used to watch this guy, listen to this guy, he used to always talk about borders and like borders is what makes countries great, right? So if we want to build a border, just build it. Stop arguing about it. Just do it.
Yeah.
So, you just have to keep the problems going so people keep having something to fight about.
Right. And the fact that if for certain parts, they's like, hey, we need this part built. We need some volunteers. There's probably about at least in Arizona and Texas 1,000 people that would say, okay, I can give you 3-4 hours because I'm sick and tired of these people coming across the border in my backyard. You know, y'all, if you got the material, I'll come and help put me to work. I know there's people out there that are like that, and it's
For
probably
sure.
way more than 1,000 than what I said. I'm lowballing it.
Oh, you're definitely lowballing.
You
I mean,
know,
especially with the amount of businesses closing lately, you're lowballing.
yeah. So
So
I mean, and they could have done that a long time ago. It's just so much. There's so much that the United States is not thinking about the future of progression. They're thinking about the future of control. That's it. Because
mm,
progression, they're scared that if we progress, the American people, we that their institution, like you said, would not be needed. If they switch over to progression, which they might do because they're letting all these illegal immigrants in, and the way the school system is changing, they might be able to switch it to progression, you know, that way because everybody's ignorant. That's me being rude. My apologies, but that if we would focus on progressing the culture, progressing Americans, progressing, like, instead of putting all these P Diddy's and uh, all these entertainers up, instead of holding them up, we hold more people like Bill Nye the Science Guy, uh, different architects, different doctors, not Fauci so much, but different doctors. We hold those people up, the people that are dealing with education. Maybe even not so much Elon Musk, but he can point out some people. Hey, this person is a scientist with aerospace. This person is a scientist for engineering. This person is a, a this type of engineer. These hold these people up. Then it's progression. Anything that
right.
deals with entertainment is control. Science,
Yeah, for
literature
sure.
is progression.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. And you can see like what they have us really thinking like as a country, they show us what they really value. Like and here's what example is what I'm saying. Like we as us as citizens, we look at the doctors, lawyers, those scientists as people to aspire to. But what the country puts in front of us to aspire to is what you said, the entertainers. That's what you see on TV the most. That's what you see steering where people are going. Like, even you could argue Tucker's an entertainer, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, the news.
These are
It's all
yeah, these
entertainment.
that's what the system really values more so than, like you say, the progression. And we know it because they look how much the people get paid relative to the entertainers.
Right.
20 and we know money, and this is a society that certainly puts money as something to chase after, which is great. We all need money. So they pay them the most. So we aspire to even be like that the most sometimes. And
Right.
it draws even more attention on them. Oh, because look what they got and look what so it's all part of that game.
Hey, and hey, look at the part of the game that everybody talks about, but nobody even does anything about. School teachers. School
Right.
teachers. These motherfuckers, and I'm going to say it like that out of all respect, these motherfuckers are the ones who are out there doing their best inside of a system that is created to destroy children. They're doing their best, whether they understand that or not. They're doing their best to bring up these children to fit into a, a world to be productive, right?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, my wife is a school teacher.
So is
Her
mine. So
friends,
is mine.
yeah, her friends are school
No.
teachers. These beautiful people, beautiful hearted people are getting paid scraps compared to the job that they are doing. Like these people are educating the world, educating the
Right.
United States,
And
and they
right.
are getting paid less than a person in amateur basketball.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy. You're right. This
Right.
the, the,
So
the society shows you what they value. They don't value the
exactly.
teachers.
They don't value education. They don't value progression. School is supposed to be progressive. They're teaching
Yep.
people, you're supposed to teach people how to be progressive. Like, okay, so what? In first grade, right?
No.
First grade, kindergarten, you're supposed to be building stuff with Lego, I mean, Lincoln logs. You know, this
Right.
is how you build a house, get the structure down in your head. Now, third, fourth grade, here's some Legos. Snap this stuff together, build you something. See if you can follow these rules. You know what I mean? Okay, this is how you plant some food. This is where you're supposed to be going. Then
Yeah.
by the time you get to sixth, seventh grade, okay, now build you something with these that can do this. We don't care about the design. You design it. You know, keep the people up here growing. They don't
Yeah.
care about that. They want us to be slaves in the sense of we are not thinking. That's why there's so much entertainment.
Yeah.
There's so much entertainment. The news is entertainment. Freaking our phones is full of
Entertainment.
entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Or entertainment or distractions, however you want to call it. Saying it doesn't really matter as long as it gets your attention. That's the game, right? Your attention. Because you
Well,
are really because our energy is really what makes it go. We have to have our energy into the system in some type of way.
right. Now check this out. Check this
Yeah.
out. This is why I'm using the word entertainment, even though it
Yeah.
is attention, even though it
Sure.
is attention. How many times have you seen something published or something promoted that is actual education on YouTube? That's actual education. Cooking is okay. Cooking is okay because you can learn how to cook. That's something that you can do, right?
I
But
mean,
when they say, okay, here, let's look at this house. We're gonna build this house. They're not telling you any of the mathematics of building a house. They're showing a person how to build a house. They're giving us
oh,
the
okay. I get what
kindergarten
you're
of
saying.
effect of building a house. You see what I mean? Oh yeah, that's cool. Did you see how he slapped that mud on? Why is
It's
he slapping the mud on? Well, I mean, like, oh yeah, we you got to put that thin layer of concrete before you put the brick down. Yeah, but what's the dimensions of that? You know, what's that what's that for? Can you just do interlocking? Like they're not going deeper. Or excuse me, let me say this. Let me
mhm,
qualify this. I haven't seen it. There's probably some out there, but it
for sure.
hasn't gotten my attention.
You, I would say it like this: it's out there, but it's not being promoted as heavily. You have to go seek it to find it, and it's not as readily available. It's not in the mainstream, but it's out there. I mean, I know personally, I use YouTube a lot, and I pretty much use it as a university. You know, I probably I don't know, but anyway, that's neither here nor
Did you
there.
just throw a rock at me, man?
I no,
Hey,
what I'm saying
y'all, he
is,
threw a boulder at me. Said I'm using it for entertainment.
bro, you playing
That's
around,
called
dog. Hey man, if the shoe fits.
right, right. It does.
No,
It fits.
but I see it. I see your point. It's like it's not being promoted. Like if you go to Twitter and you look at what's trending, or you go to whatever is trending in the news, is not going to be promoting those type of hard science and things like that. You have to go seek it. That's not what's they're not saying, hey, let's pay the scientists who made this new color blue $1 million and put him on TV so everyone can see him. He's not out there like that. So it's not being promoted, but it is out there. Yeah, bro. I use it like I've been learning like how to use meridians on the body lately on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah, like how, with a press, press different things to get. So yeah, I'm trying to level up on YouTube.
Yeah, and I do pretty much the same thing when I'm researching some history
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I know you scholarly, bro. I know you well read.
Yeah, try to be. So I mean, I do that, but I don't know how many people actually do that. I don't think everybody do. I think some people do it,
No.
but I think for the most part, and this is just me speaking for me. I'm not going to. Do you know? I'll stay there. I'll stay there. I do some research, but I will spend 3/4 of my time on entertainment. I will say that that's me being brutally true.
Hey, you know what, bro? If it works for you, like if you feel good about it, I think that's
I don't.
important too. Like, okay, well, then you get your ass out the entertainment. Get out the entertainment now. This is your intervention. Get off.
All right.
You know, because all I do is listen to like either I'm listening to like, I'm doing some yoga videos. I'm learning something about a workout. I'm doing some type of like relationship psychological thing to uncover some type of something, some metaphysics stuff, and I probably need to do more entertainment.
No,
No.
you're good. You're good. You
Oh
stay where
man.
you're at because you are a person here to help educate the masses, the people that are going to be looking. People are looking, the people that you're walking around. You are here to educate people, man, and you continue to educate people. But what I
Yeah.
was going to say earlier is this:
Yeah.
me and my children was talking about it, and I start talking about it to a couple other people. It's the way the school system. Remember, I'm not dogging the school system, and I'm not dogging teachers. Or actually, I'm dogging the school system. I'm not dogging teachers, but because they have to get paid, and they're getting paid for what the school system tells them to do, and I understand that. But one of the things that they use for control, and one of the things that they use to diminish the people who we are, take our power away, is in school. They stop at a young age from using the word I. They don't allow us to use the word I. You have to say you. Say talk in third person. If you do say I, they because they in the beginning you can say I, like kindergarten, first grade, and then everything you have to take the I off of it.
This was happening with your children's classes?
No, this was happening with my classes. That's the reason why I'm paying attention to it. I was like, how come I can't say I? No, you got to correct that. I forgot the reasons why you can't say that. And then when you say, even in some college writing, you can't say I unless you say, I think this, and this other person supports what I was thinking. You know what I mean? It's never a straight me. It's not me. It's always either somebody else that has to qualify everything that I'm saying. I can't have an original thought. There's no original thoughts out here. That's what me and my sister was talking about. We got into an argument about that. Yeah.
That's very deep, and like, for someone who may not understand how deep what Ali was talking about is, like, one of the things that you do when you join the military and you're in boot camp and you start addressing yourself, you have to say rather than saying I want to go to the bathroom, you say this recruit requires to go to the bathroom. So you're separating your personal identity to create this group identity. So it's really important like that's a really deep thing to start doing that to children, where you're separating themselves from themselves,
Right.
to create a group. So you was, yeah, and then you never got called by your name. You always were dressed as this recruit or
See,
a private or something like that.
and
Go for
even
it.
right there, what you just said, you're not
Go ahead.
talking to me. You said you're talking about yourself. You never got, you're talking to everybody else, but you're
Yeah.
talking about yourself. You never got called by your name. Why don't we just say I never got called by my name. I've always had to say this recruit. And everybody else would understand that but we try to blanket everybody with you,
Yeah.
right? With the word you. Everybody, and in most situations, not just your situation. I'm just talking about how it's a brainwashing.
Yes.
And it's not just this situation, it's almost every situation. Somebody will say, do you know how when you do this? Motherfucker, I ain't never did that. What are you talking about? That's what you did. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It
wow,
takes
dude.
everything. It takes responsibility away from us,
yes.
Me as an individual. It takes credibility away from me as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
It takes my individuality away from me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have anything. We have it. You have it.
Right.
You're in control.
Yeah.
You're the
For
one.
sure, man.
You're the one who's getting fucked up. You know how when you get punched in the eye, motherfucker, I ain't never been punched in the eye. You know, I mean, of course I have, but
yeah.
We stop using descriptive words to bring us power, because we think that if we take everything off of us, or take things off of us, that it either makes us look bad, makes us look stupid, whatever. It makes it a negative when I say I.
Right.
There's a
For
fear
sure.
from saying I. You know how when this one time when I'm using something really dramatic just to say, people don't say, you know, well, I guess maybe they do. Never mind. I'm not going to use that one.
No, but I don't. I get you though, bro. It's a very kind of sneaky thing. It's like I think the whole plan has been to like victimize someone, and one of the biggest ways you can victimize, keep someone in a state of perpetual victimhood, is when you can take the responsibility away from them. And one of the ways you could do that is by taking the ability to describe themselves as I, because now everything is collective. You're not responsible for anything. It's, you know, it's all out here. We have it. You know, and the government has done that in so many ways, from the food supply. Education's been taken out of our hand. You know, the medical used to be natural, holistic food that's been pulled into big pharma. So many different, even water. We were talking about water earlier. That's a resource that's been taken. You know, you don't just go get water. You got to go through the system to get the water. And, you know, I think they even here they were talking about it was illegal to just catch rainwater. So that should tell you everything.
Yeah.
That should tell you everything, that the whole thing has been set up to
add God to
take
it.
Oh, well, and that and religion as well. I mean, we got, so you know, people talk, we talk about the esoteric and the exoteric. One of them points you inward and one of them points you outward. So that's why a lot of the religions have been set up to point you outward. And the only thing that can bring them together, like we've taught before, is when you look at how each one of them turn you inward. Because we all have an inward. We're all the same on the inside. We all just look different on the outside. So we continue to look at the religions in that way, where it's outward, then you're going to continue to have division. Like which is what we have, which is a mechanism for control, keeping them divided, right? Divided we fall, united we stand, divided we fall, however these sayings go. So everything is about that. Politics itself, polls, you know, it's polarizing. it keeps people divided, and it's all crazy, man. So, man, I got to get ready to roll. So,
all right, that's
yeah, man. We hope it, like we can end on a note of just bringing it all together, man. Bringing all the topics together, just like we hope everyone. I hope everyone listening to this can come together on some type of agreement that, hey, we all in this thing together. We all pulling for each other.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, bro. All right, Ali,
Yeah.
we'll do it. Ali, we'll do it next time, man.
That's what's up, Rodzilla. I know it say Rod Stanley right there.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I'll call you that.
I gotta put Rodzilla on there next time. All right, bro.
I got.
Yeah.